Like the pens I bought are just like so dried out. I guess I'll go get it.
I think I'm gonna, I don't know what time I'm meeting her, so sometime after work. And I can't log into work today, so I've just been reading a textbook.
Good luck tonight if I don't see you.
No! $8.18, so about $8.21. Hopefully this tastes good. No.
Class on Wednesday, and that makes it an optimal day for me to get done whatever I want to get done. Really like a blend of linear algebra and differential equations with like a little bit of coding thrown in for fun, I guess. The second one is energy economics and policy, and I could talk about this class for so long, not because of the content. So I did a mental audit of what I'm going to do, and I figured out so I'm going to haul ass to South location.
Let's beg you for your time. Yes. Yeah, good enough. Good enough to me. I called you on your cell phone. Oh, what have I done to myself? Huh. It's still like kind of frozen. Oh well, I don't care. Man, I ruined this. The seeds are so over.
私は北海道の静かな港町
Is this gonna fit? I don't know. Wow, it does fit. That's insane. Can I flip this with one hand? I don't even want to try. Oh my god. Feels kind of generic, but like. No, that's what I'm saying. I think wash it first. Oh, well. Alright, fair enough.
청년세 유치원 때 장난치지 말고 오늘
Bro, isn't this...
It's like pasta.
The what? The bread?
Yeah.
We got bread from Central Market.
Oh, Central Market. Is it good?
It doesn't.
I'm not gonna chase you. I'm gonna talk to you.
Let's find out. Dude, I'm messing this up so hard. It's so ugly. I'm sorry. What have I done? What is this egg? Oh, that was easy. Warm by keep warm by you. See that? Maybe I should put the eggs first, huh? Probably, huh? Or else how is it gonna fit on it? Oh, I must be stupid. I must be stupid. A curse to be stupid. Did I ask to be stupid? No, I did not. Is it my fault? Kind of. It is for sure. Dude, what is this mess? Every time. No. Whoa. Butts and snow, wait a tongue in vain. At the start of time. Yeah.
I need to stop clicking like that. Why do I keep doing that?